Hare Krishna. Good morning, everyone. Interesting screen we have this morning. I'd like to, for those of you who haven't heard it, introduce you to the Puta Shuddhi, which is a prayer for purifying one's senses before worshiping Krishna. There are several versions, but this is one from the oldest Padati that I received back in 1975. So if you'd like to try it, it's a good prayer to remember. I can send it out for those who want to learn it. But I'll say it line by line, and if you'd like to repeat in a mood of coming into purification by remembering your eternal identity before chanting, then please do so. Puta Shuddhi. I'm by nature the eternal servant of Krishna. But by misfortune, due to being inimical towards him, since time immemorial, I have been wandering within the cycle of birth and death in the material world, being burned by the threefold miseries. Now, as a result of some unimaginable good fortune, by the mercy of my spiritual master, I know that I am an infinitesimal living being, completely apart from the gross and subtle body. Now, by the order of my spiritual master, I have obtained the good fortune of serving his lotus feet, as well as the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Today is Akshaya Tritiya. It's a day that Prabhupada started the League of Devotees, which interestingly didn't work out. But it led to his determination in starting that, led to his founding of ISKCON in 1965. And the spread of the Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. Today is an especially auspicious day to start something. It's also a good day to reiterate vows. And while we're chanting today, we can remember that today is a day for renewal. And when we chant the holy name with some kind of sankalpa or purpose, it can be pointed and directed towards petitioning Krishna to increase our service. So if you'd like to think of ways in which you want to renew your vows or make new vows and enact them, today's the day to do it. I mean, every day's the day to do it, but today's an especially good day to do it, Akshaya Tritiya. So please, just take a few minutes or a moment to conceive of how you'd like to proceed in your life from now on, and make it as a prayer when chanting this morning. Does that sound okay? All right. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna. We maybe take a moment for some sharing of realizations. I'll start. I was thinking today, because I've been thinking a lot about how Akshaya Tritiya is a kind of a window of opportunity, and also how human life is a window of opportunity. I remember after reading the Back to Godhead magazine about Tato Brahma Jignasa, that now that you're a human, it's very special, you can inquire. And just after I joined the temple, and then one day I was sitting in the prasadam room and I could see my shadow on the floor, and that I saw, this human head, and I was thinking, self-reflecting that, wow, you're a human. Feel free to inquire, and your prospects are unlimited in human form of life as far as regaining your spiritual stature. And then today I was thinking about Dhruva Maharaj and how he had that revelation after being so intensely engaged in approaching God for some material benediction. And then upon meeting him, he recapitulated and he said, I don't want any of this. It's just trash. All I want is you. And what is that revelation that one gets either incrementally or all at once? That's everything I'm desiring at the present time is not the best. And how Japa is a time for self-examination. Our whole life is a time for self-examination when we're human. As a philosopher once said, the unexamined life is not worth living. And one of the points that the Bhagvatam asks us to examine is, what do you want? And because whatever you're getting is a result of what you've wanted, and what you want now is going to result in getting something later. So there's a way that we have to upgrade our desires, because Krishna is directly responding, the material nature is directly responding, everyone's responding to us. It's me that's in want of an upgrade of my object of desire. So that's what I was thinking on this day, because if someone gives you a day and says, okay, start whatever you want, ask for whatever you want, you can have it. And it's like, well, what do I want? Not this, not that. Make it specific. And that's one of the reasons we chant Japa, is to keep coming back to that point, that I only want Krishna. I was just reading the 18th chapter of the Gita yesterday, and Krishna said that it's the most confidential knowledge. In the next verse he says, what it is, just think of me, become my devotee and surrender to me. So who can do that? The most fortunate people or person who has a human body and can do that. Other revelations, since I hogged most of the time?
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, I was just thinking that when you said that you have a whole day, what would I do? The first thing that was coming in my head is, should I chant more rounds, or should I listen to Bhagvatam or go book distribution? So I was just thinking that how amazing is that you have one day that is free and then you can do whatever you want. So that the thought itself made me feel so happy.
Yeah, and one whole lifetime too. What else did you get out of chanting today, or any revelation you want to share from what we've talked about so far? Okay, 1, 2. Take the mic.
Hare Krishna. I was thinking in the Japa session today, just yesterday we were driving back from distribution, and one car came up blaring very mundane music, and it reminded me of yesterday's program that you gave, the PSS, Potent Sound Source. And although it seems probably very basic, maybe to some, the difference is very clear, and a lot of people aren't having this potent sound source. And it was very disturbing, actually, and it made me realize that those sounds are a dead end, and the potent sound source, like the Hare Krishna mantra, is a wide open path, and it's very clear, and it's very meaningful. And to be able to practice that is very special, and it's a blessing nowadays. So that was my realization yesterday and today.
Nice. It could be the name of a new heavy metal band, Dead End Sound. Dead End Sound. Okay. Malini.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, I really like the point that you mentioned that this is the day to renew whatever you've been doing. Just yesterday, I was just talking to Srivas Prabhu, and I was saying that, when you perform devotional service for so many days, the more you perform, the more you feel like there's so many unwanted things that are showing up more and more than what it was before. And I was asking Prabhu, am I making progress or am I going down? But I was just thinking that whatever things that I'm finding, I should renew my determination or my vow to try to clear them off. So this was a nice start today to do that. Thank you, Prabhu.
nice in the way of self-examination, just seeing what anarthas are there. And Srimati Tulsi Devi ki jai. Okay. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatattva, Shri Shri Gauranitai, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsingadev, if you so desire, please let us hone our desires in ways that will please you and help us to increase our service to your lotus feet. Thank you for considering our request on this auspicious day, Akshaya Tritiya. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with this prayer in whole and in part. Please unmute and say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Bol,
Hare
Hare Krishna.